If you are looking for a very good video, I want you to go ahead and grab your hook. I want you to grab you something to drink. And y'all, we are going to have a conversation about my top 10 videos that I have posted on this channel for the year of 2024. And I have 2 bonuses for y'all. So y'all, go grab your things, come back, let everything roll, and I'll see y'all in a second. Hello, my beautiful, amazing crochet family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and we are back with another video. Yes, y'all. So as I was saying in the beginning, I hope y'all grabbed y'all something to drink. I hope y'all grab y'all hook or whatever you're crafting. You know, let's sit down, listen to this video, and hear me talk about my top 10 videos that I did this year on my YouTube channel. Y'all, we are going to jump right in, but I want you to know now, if you see me looking down, looking around, or whatever, I do have some notes. I do have some notes. I always keep my notes on me so that I can make sure that I'm staying on track. But I thought this would have been a fun video so that y'all can understand kind of a little better of how I create my videos, why I create my videos, and why I feel like they were so special to share. So with that being said, coming in at number 10, the first video that I did for the year of 2024 was my safety eye video. Y'all, I thought this video was very important to make because a lot of times you have a lot of people who wonder how to get different safety eyes or things relating to crochet. If it's a favorite thing that you use or that you like, and you're always wondering like, oh my goodness, I like this person using this, but how can I, get this? And I was like, you know what? I always order through this certain website, and I'm not going to say it because if you have not watched the video, check that video out because it has all the information in that video. And I always said, if I knew a thing, one thing about crochet that I've learned and I wanted to do was to share my resources. Because we all can crochet, but the thing is, you must understand is that just because we're crocheting the same thing does not mean that that thing is going to turn out the same way. So we have to also understand that because I always look at it in references like a cake. You can give me the recipe, but when I bake it in my oven, the amount of love that I put in it, whatever whoop the woo, is not going to turn out the same as when you do it. So never hold back on information because you think, oh, this person can do this thing and it's going to take away from me. What's going to be meant for you is going to be meant for you. So that's why the safety eye video was very important for me, and it comes in at number 10. So if you have not checked it out and you are an amigurumi lover like myself, I feel like if you can wait a little long for what you need, check that video out. Those safety eyes in that video, I'm telling you, you appreciate that. So, coming in at number 9. Number 9 is my surprise crochet shoes unboxing. Y'all, I was so excited about these crochet shoes. When I got these crochet shoes, I was looking at them for a little while, right? And I had to make it make sense because for me, I was like, okay, I can just get it, but I don't want to just get it and not use it. So my nephew was graduating. I was like, this would be a good thing to wear because I usually don't dress up, y'all. I'm a jeans and t-shirt type of person. That's my comfort, and I love to be comfortable. But when I saw these shoes, I was like, I think these would be perfect. But plus, with me loving crochet, I was like, this is the icing on the cake. This is like representation time 100. So if you have not checked that video out to see how those shoes look, y'all, go check out my number 9 video. I really love that. And I thought for anyone that loves crochet, this would be a good pair of shoes for them as well. And one thing I would say about that shoe is I only wore it once, y'all, and I wish that I got it in like a Mary Jane style, but with a flat bottom instead of the wedge, because I think I would have got more wearing out of it. But nonetheless, there's a good pair of shoes to have for a collector for myself when it comes down to crochet. So if y'all are in the looks for some crochet shoes, y'all, it's not necessarily crochet. It has like crochet design, I guess. But go check the video out. You'll see what I'm talking about. Because nonetheless, it's still good for anyone who loves crochet, who may love shoes and want something different and unique, because that's my style, different and unique. And that video shows. So I wanted that to come in at my number 10 because I was so happy for those shoes, y'all. I want y'all to share the excitement in that. So that was my number 9 I hope I didn't say number 10. If I did, y'all know me. Number 9. That was number 9. So let's move right along to number 8. Number 8 on the list, y'all. Whew, is this ice yarn unboxing. Y'all, when I was going through my videos, I was like, listen, I have to put in this ice yarn unboxing video as on my top 10 for the year, because y'all, anybody that knows me, I think in the year 2023, I was talking so much about how I wanted to get an ice yarn order. I was so adamant about wanting to order from Ice Yarns. But the thing was, you have to order like a bulk to make it make sense as far as the pricing wise. So I actually was able to order from Ice Yarns, and I'm sitting there like, you know what? I was stoked, y'all. Let me tell you, I got some yarns that I really did like. I think all the yarns that I got from Ice when I did my order was for amigurumi. I really enjoyed the yarn, but some of them I'm not going to leave in front. I did not like some of them, and some of them are still on my thing. And I'm gonna put a little hint, because y'all go watch that video. Y'all can see the yarn that I got. I was excited for that yarn in that video, but upon using it, I wasn't as excited. And I'm going to say this too. That yarn actually made me get into kind of like a crochet slump, because I was a little so much disappointed with how that yarn was not what I wanted it to be, that it kind of gave me a crochet slump for amigurumi. Like, I think I was crocheting after that a lot more hats and stuff, but not as much amigurumi, and that kind of was a little bothering. But go check that video out if you want to see what kind of yarns that I ordered from Ice. Now, coming in at number 7, y'all. Number 7 is the Let's Chat One Colorway Multiple Makes video. I really enjoyed making that video. I remember doing that video when I was looking for which ones I wanted to get to put in this include in this conversation. One thing that I really liked about that video was that it made me be creative. Like, I think I used Burn That Blanket yarn for that video, and it was a brown colorway, and it was like a purple, so it was kind of like grape. So I think with that one, I said a lot in there that I was doing something like with a peanut butter and jelly colorway. And I know I made an amigurumi. You see that you see my love plush on the thumbnail there. But I did the love plush. I think I did a snake or two snakes actually, and I remember selling that snake at the craft show that I did. So it turned out really, really good. I wanted to include this video. It was very good and important for me because it made me think of something outside the box. And one thing about my channel was that I always want to just include crochet, but I want to do something different. I didn't want to do the typical, videos every time. I want to just mix it up, and being on YouTube challenges you for that. Like, you're always thinking about what is something that you love to do, but how can you actually bring something fresh to it? So that was my fresh way of introducing that. So if y'all have not checked that video out, I think it's something good. And if y'all have not did that challenge for yourself, it kind of gets you out of a crochet slump, but it also, lets you think outside the box. Think outside the box. So I really had enjoyed that. Now, coming in at number 6, y'all, we are getting there, counting it down. Number 6 was very important to me. The next 3 videos were very important to me. But number 6 throughout the year, which is the crochet folded brim hat tutorial, y'all. When I say number 6 meant so much to me on this list, was because this was the first tutorial that I ever put up on my channel, my first crochet tutorial. And y'all, I was so excited about this tutorial, but yet I was still so nervous because this was the first one. I'm like, am I going to turn my camera the right way? I was so concerned about making it, look a certain way aesthetically, that it kind of made me nervous. Like, I almost wasn't going to post the tutorial. But getting that first one out the way, y'all, I'm telling you, just keep pushing. And don't get me wrong, it is not the best of the best tutorial, because I have seen along the way there are things that I can change. There's things that I learn along the way. There's things that I learned. But I would say I do not regret doing it. I think it was, to say this was my first tutorial, I think it did really well. I think this is the video too that I had to take some of the music out of, because it was like a piano sound in the background that kind of got copyrighted, so I needed to take that out. So I learned a whole lot from that tutorial video. But I was so excited to share that video, because that video was something that I felt like a lot of people could use, like especially if they were donating hats or if they needed like a simple, quick, easy hat pattern. Y'all, I absolutely love the folded brim beanie that I have for that tutorial. I love, love, love it. And for me to give something, a piece of me out there, you know, my husband always tell me, once you do it, you got to release it. And guess what? That's it. You know, it's out there. It's out for the world. So that was my one thing, that tutorial. And I was just like, whoo, it was a little nerve wracking, but I was able to do it and I learned a lot from it. So if y'all need a simple hat pattern to do, check out that folded brim beanie. I think it's so, so cute. So that came in at number 6. Now, coming in at number 5, guys. Number 5 was my crochet tutorial booty socks, y'all. I really enjoyed doing that video. I think I really enjoyed making the booties. You know, I used plush yarn for that one. Well, it was like a bulky yarn. Let's say a bulky yarn. It was a bulky yarn. I think you can use plush too, but it was a bulky yarn, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. That video kind of did something to me as well because I kind of went on a whim and I was trying to, you know, come down with measurements. I knew my size, so I kind of went from my size and I kind of used just kind of like build upon my size to make the other size measurements. And then I had my daughter's size, so that kind of helped too. But just like anything, like I even said in the video, like with crochet, it's one of those things to where, you know, you can adjust. If it doesn't work, just adjust the measurements, you know, make it work for you. And that tutorial shows you a way that you can make it work for you. If, you know, my size measurements doesn't exactly measure up to your feet, all you have to do is you can possibly change your hook size. You'll possibly, you know, add another row. And I says that in the video. So if you're looking for a nice booty tutorial, y'all, I feel like that's a good one. I really love, 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 love. I love how they even feel in your feet. So that one I had to include, and that's my number 5. Now let's keep going. Number 4 video that I did this year that I really, 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 really loved was another tutorial, y'all. It was how to crochet a chunky bucket hat. Y'all, I was so excited about this one too. I was so excited. I used a thicker yarn for this one, and bucket hats has been a thing like lately. Like everyone has wanted to wear a bucket hat. But one thing about me, why this tutorial was so good for me was that with me having locks, I really, really, you know, rather prefer the chunkier yarn versus the regular 4-weight yarn because it gives me more room for my locks. And when I did that chunky bucket hat, I was like, oh girl, this right here is nice. This is nice. Now the thing is that I did find though, the chunky bucket hat, I really like wearing it during the winter time versus during the summertime, or even you can pull it off a little bit in the springtime, but because it's so warm, that chunky yarn makes it warm. And with the weather turning really cold now, I think that chunky bucket looks really nice. It's a little more bigger, wavy brim and stuff like that, but I think it's not overpowering. You can kind of casually wear it, or you can throw it on if you want to just go to the grocery store or something like that. But if you're looking for a nice tutorial for a chunky bucket hat, y'all check that video. I'm telling you, would not be disappointed. Super easy pattern, super easy to follow, and I'm telling you, I like it. So coming in at number 3. Woo, y'all, we gotta mix and move these papers around. Number 3, y'all. When I went through trying to build this list up, y'all, whoo, I was like, oh, this gotta be in my top because we got some stuff to talk about. Number 3, y'all, is my market prep struggles video. If you can see in the thumbnail, I'm like and that's how market prep did for me. I want y'all to kind of go in there and look and check that video out because there's so much information in that video. But one thing I would say during that time that I have learned about market prepping, if you're not someone who I mean absolutely love to make the same thing over and over and over, or just prep like multiple things at one time, market prepping may not be for you. But if you're someone that's okay with that, I think you won't have a problem. For me, y'all, I'm kind of like a mood crocheter, and I'm one of those people to where I like to crochet what I want to crochet when I want to crochet. Y'all, I'm kind of like a stubborn crocheter, I guess. Some people like to say like a mood crochet. I think I'm a stubborn crocheter because if I like something, y'all, I would sit here and make like 3, 4, 5 of it. Which I got a video coming up about that because it's another pattern that got me like that. But if I like something, I will make multiples of it, but it's on my own terms. When you're doing a market make, first of all, you don't even know what people are going to want. You're just kind of going, you're winging it. You're like, listen, I think this may work. A lot of people may say, hey, this go good in my area, but that doesn't mean just because it's good in your area doesn't mean it's going to be good for you to sell for that area. Because I learned so much with selling that market. Like, you just never know what people want, and you're just kind of like going off a whim, just creating a lot of different things. But it is an amazing experience. So if you ever want to do a market prep, I would say, or a market, I would say at least try it one time before actually just exiting it all out. Like, it is worth doing because, man, it is such a fulfilling, it is such like a loving feel, just connecting with the people and seeing them purchase your things, especially as a crocheter. Man, it's beautiful. But check that video out so you can see all about my struggles when I was market prepping. So coming in at number two, we have my first live stream. Y'all, my first live stream was something else. I think it took me a little while to actually do it because I was so nervous. I'm like, what if I press play and what if nobody comes on? What if I have the camera turned the wrong way? What if I can't read the comments? Yo, I have so many what ifs. And now looking back in hindsight, I wish that I had did it sooner. Like, sitting in front of the camera and pressing play, I can always go back if it's something that I don't like, something I gotta take out, I can do that. But when you're sitting in front of this camera and you're pressing live, like you're going live, there's things that it's like you just gotta go. And that right there kind of had made me a little nervous, but I was second guessing myself. And that's one reason too that I wanted to really talk about doing this video right here is to explain, like, just because it looks like, oh, she's just so comfortable in front of the camera and this and that and there. Listen, it took a while for me to get here. This is like, next year will be like my 4th year on YouTube. But I started off doing my frames, my glasses. So nonetheless, I had to build up to where I am at now. And even now, I'm still learning because you would think like I only went live this year and I'm still learning how to sit and be confident within what it is that I do. And I'm gonna be honest with you now. I feel like I'm 100% now. I'm like, listen, ain't nothing nobody can tell me. I feel good when I press this button to record, or even if I had to go live. So I really love that aspect that I have grown in that way. But with that being said, y'all, that is my video for number two. You should check out that first live stream. Y'all will see, y'all can see the hiccups. Y'all can see me sitting there like, oh, I think I'm live. Oh, this any and everything, y'all. You're gonna see it in that video. But that was my number two. And I really put it at number two because I wanted y'all to see that, even as someone who does it a lot of the times, like, you're still gonna have hiccups. You're gonna have hiccups in what you're doing. Maybe second guess, but the biggest thing you have to do is just keep going, keep going. So coming in at number one, y'all. Whew, number one, number one, number one. I was so proud of number one. Number one, y'all, is my love pattern, my love plush pattern release. Now, talking about going live was a whole nother can of beans, but pushing my love plush out as a pattern and releasing that pattern, y'all, oh my goodness. That was like, I think a year in the making. I think because last year I kept saying I had love plush, I was doing love plush, I'm going to release love plush last year. I kept saying it, y'all. Never released it, never did it because I was second guessing so much. I was all in my head because I was like, man, what if people didn't like it? What if people didn't want to do it? Listen, y'all, Love Plush is amazing, and I was able to release it on Etsy. And as you can see, this is one that I made right here. I did for the holiday. Look at that. Look at the little star in the back, y'all. So cute. And the love plush, I would say the pattern, I make them as solids, but you'll see variations on some of the other things that I've done. But you can kind of just you can play around with the love plush. I put the base pattern that just like a simple color, show you how to make love plush. But y'all, I am so glad that I was able to release this video. I'm gonna put this right back here, y'all. I was so glad that I was able to release the video because I got out of my own way. And I did sell a lot of the patterns on Etsy, and it's still up there on Etsy. So if you want to make love plush, It's the basic pattern love plush. If you want to make love plush, y'all, go to my Etsy. The link is always in the description because I put my link tree in the description. And you can find the pattern there and make your own love plush, y'all. I would say for the #1 video in 2024 was releasing my love plush pattern because it meant so much to me to be able to push something out that I wanted to do so much and just believe in myself. And sometimes you got to believe in yourself. I wouldn't even say sometimes. 9 times out of 10, you got to believe in yourself. Like, before anyone else can believe in you, you have to have that confidence and that belief in yourself, and you will see that everything else will work out. So, with that being said, I said I have 2 honorable mentions, y'all. These 2 honorable mentions, I was like, I cannot leave these 2 videos out because I really, really thought these were 2 important videos, and I really just feel like there's a lot of people who actually share the same sentiment sometimes, and we don't even realize that, and that's what these 2 videos meant to me. So, first honorable mention. The first honorable mention is crochet chaos. How overthinking nearly stopped me from crocheting. I really thought that was important to put that as an honorable mention because that's so serious. Like, sometimes we are on this journey of crocheting, we're on this journey of YouTube, and let's just say on a journey of life, because my purpose for this channel is to build up, well, share my crochet with my crochet family, but also my purpose is to motivate, inspire, and just to share my love for crochet and my love for life to where it can help someone else. So my overthinking was so one of those things to where I was just like, listen, this is driving me crazy. I had to kind of reevaluate myself. I had to look myself in the mirror and be like, hey, get it together. Because, you know, there's a lot of times where you know what it is that you want to do, but then you're second guessing, oh my goodness, should I do this? What if people don't like this? Y'all, I'm sorry. If you see the lights going this way and you hear cars, I'm sorry. It's a little busier time of the day and the sun is setting. I'm like right where the sun sets, so I apologize. But anyways, I thought the overthinking video was very important, and it's an honorable mention because there's a lot of people who actually go through that same thing, and sometimes people don't even know, like, somebody you may actually love, you don't know they're battling the same things that you may battle, and you're like, what? I would never think that. So I thought it was very important. So that's a very good video to look at. If you have not checked that video, I thought it was really, really good because I'm really vulnerable in that video. I'm just telling my truth in that video, and I think that's very important. So, my last honorable mention, y'all. I was so excited about this last one. I don't think a lot of people watched this one, but I think it's an important video, and I think that with anything that I post, if a lot of people have not watched it now, I'm a firm believer, y'all. Call me crazy, call me whatever, but I'm a firm believer that I feel like I actually do things sometimes, and I do it. My thought pattern for a thing can be in the future, but in present time, I still have to deliver it in the present time. But people gonna meet up with it when it's time for them to meet up with it. So a lot of my ideas for my videos, a lot of the things that I do, these are like seeds in my garden that I'm planting. And somebody may come and just see this little rosebud, and then somebody may come when the whole garden of roses are actually there. So I don't take none of it for granted. But the last honorable mention that I wanted to talk about was top 2 free apps every crochet creator needs. I thought that was a really good video that I actually made because there's a lot that some people feel like they want to start in the crochet world or on a YouTube journey, and they don't know how to start, where to start, what apps to use, whatever. Y'all, I am one of the most simplest basic people, like, when it comes down to making my content, and I try to use the most simplest things because I don't want to overwhelm myself. But as I go, I understand that I will learn different things to where it can add to my catalog of knowledge when it comes to the crochet world and when it comes to making YouTube. But if you have not checked this video out, I want to tell y'all, go check that video out because it gives you 2 apps, and I give you another special app, that you could possibly use with your videos and the different things that you're doing when it comes down to your YouTube crochet journey. But you can also use it on any social media platform if you're trying to build social media platform for what you love to do. So before we get up out of here, y'all already know we're gonna have to pick out our inspirational jar, y'all. I hope y'all thoroughly enjoyed this video. I hope that y'all enjoyed my top 10 videos that I made on YouTube this year. And it was just a good way. Like I said, I wanted to just share with y'all what what was the inspiration behind the video, why I actually enjoy making it, things like that. So I thought it was a fun video. So let's pull out from our inspirational jar. So our message for today says, let's see. Success doesn't just find you. You have to go out and get it. That's awesome. That's an awesome way to end the video. Success does not. Look at me. I'm messing it up. Success doesn't just find you. You have to go out and get it. And going out and get it, y'all, is making that first step. When you make that first step, you'll see every other step aligns. Everything else falls into place, and that's the beauty about what it is when it comes down to having a purpose and a passion about something and wanting to do something. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I want y'all to always remember that I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, Lady-Samoan, and I will see you next time.